Lion L. Johnson is a Primarch in the universe of Warhammer 40k. A Primarch is like a demigod or an archangel, chosen and personally designed by the God Emperor of mankind himself to be his tool and weapon against the forces of chaos and other xenos in the galaxy. The Lion, also known as the First or Primaris Angelus Mortis, was the Primarch of the Dark Angels, one of the original Space Marine legions. He was renowned for his tactical brilliance, his martial prowess, and his inscrutable personality. The Lion's early life is shrouded in mystery. According to the stories, he was found as a child fighting monsters in the feral planet of Caliban, killing and hunting creatures of chaos. He was then adopted by a group of knights known as the Order, who raised him and trained him in the ways of war and chivalry. Eventually, Lion L. Johnson became the leader of the Order and united the warring factions of the planet Caliban under his banner. Later, he was then discovered by the Emperor's scouts, and the Emperor himself came to adopt him as one of the Primarchs, and he was given command of the first legions of the Space Marines, and he therefore renamed them as the Dark Angels. The Lion possesses a vast array of superhuman traits, including enhanced senses that allow him to detect warp energies. He also has the power to analyze any chemical he eats and break it down if necessary, as well as absorb memories from DNA of creatures he consumes. He is highly skilled in a wide variety of weaponry and can manipulate technology with his skin, as well as create force fields with his iron halo. He is a master of martial arts and all types of close quarters combat. The Lion can attack on every level of existence, from mental to spiritual and even conceptual. He has an overwhelming aura that baffles regular humans and the Space Marines alike, and can resist all manner of magical and mental manipulation. He is highly resistant to diseases, poison, radiation, and even extreme temperatures. During the Great Crusade, he led his legions into countless battles against the enemies of mankind, of the Imperium, earning quite a reputation for himself. Despite his successes on the battlefield, Lion L. Johnson was known for his reserved and stoic demeanor, which often left his subordinates unsure of his intentions or emotions. This also led to some tensions between him and his fellow Primarchs, who sometimes saw him as aloof or unapproachable, and they were always at stress while being in his aura. However, the Lion was fiercely loyal to the Emperor and the Imperium, and was willing to do whatever necessary to achieve victory, and due to his traits, he was never corrupted by the forces of chaos. However, following the events of the Horus Heresy, it was revealed that Caliban had been corrupted by the forces of chaos, and the Lion led his angels in a brutal campaign to purge the planet of its corruption. He and his crusading fleet returned to his homeworld of Caliban to confront his former mentor, Luther, who had been entrusted with the custodianship of Caliban in the Lion's absence. To his surprise, Luther and his Dark Angels opened fire on his fleet, sparking a brutal conflict that would eventually destroy the planet itself. The battle between the Lion and Luther, who was now a Chaos champion, was fierce, lasting for days, but it ultimately led to the loss of the Lion by a psychic attack. However, one of the greatest secrets of the Imperium is that the Lion is still alive, kept in stasis deep within the Dark Angels' mobile fortress monastery, the Rock. The Emperor himself knew of his fate and ordered the Dark Angels to keep his survival beyond top secret. So as to why did he return and emerge from stasis? Well, it all has to do with the great rift that was created from the Eye of Terror, and that the Indomitus Crusade led by another Primarch, Rubuti Gilliman, wasn't going as swiftly as intended. So, with the momentum of humanity's offense against the Chaos forces in need of another push, Lion L. Johnson was finally reawakened from stasis, and he returned to lead the Dark Angels once again. However, his long absence and the secrecy that surrounds his resurrection may have caused some within his legions to question his leadership and motives. Nevertheless, having two Primarchs on the offensive for humanity is one hell of a silver lining. He is now 10,000 years old, or even more, and his face shows the effects of time in stasis. He is still clad in the dark green armor, larger and more powerful than the Space Marines or the Custodian armors. The Lion possessed several powerful artifacts and weapons in the past, including the Lion Helm, the Lion Sword, and the Wolf Blade. These items not only held great significance to the Dark Angels Space Marines chapter, but also held great powers and abilities. It is interesting to note that maybe Cypher, one who was corrupted and now seeks to be redempted, also seeks to reforge the broken Lion Sword and present it to the Emperor of Mankind And maybe he finally prevailed in his quest, and therefore we see the lion back with the Emperor's shield in one hand and a powerful sword on the other, while also wearing the iconic green helm with angel wings. So I hope you have enjoyed watching this video. Do hit that like button for support and subscribe. But most of all, smash that bell icon for regular updates on new videos right here on this channel. Till the next one, take care, boys.